Hey everyone, welcome back to the Traveling Beatles. We were on the MSC Meraviglia out of Port Canaveral. It was a 5-night cruise to Nassau and then overnight at Ocean Cay, their private island. It's about 45 minutes to get on the ship. Once we boarded, you enter right near their famous crystal staircases. You can look down and see their mall area where they have some restaurants and shops across most of the atrium. We had a inside stateroom. It was pretty big, to be honest, compared to most inside staterooms. And a perk, even the bathroom had a glass door on it instead of that curtain. After checking out the room, we made our way up to the buffet. On the very back of the ship, there's an open area outside. It was pretty quiet out there, and a good spot to sit down and relax on the bench. We did notice a lot that in the buffet, they added plates and silverware pretty often. So that was kind of an issue we ran into a lot. We made our way back to the atrium and seating. That is different shows on the Breast and Anchor pub was a good spot to get drinks. It was usually pretty busy, so that was kind of a downfall with it. The arcade area has 2 race cars.
You get in this thing and ride?
A VR ride, bowling, a basketball court. This area is a lounge on the top deck. It has almost 360 views around the whole ship. It was a good spot to relax and have a drink. Design using the chocolate. And if you want good coffee, you have to pay for it, but it was fantastic coffee there as well. Our first stop in Nassau, we decided to go to John Watlin's distillery. If you haven't been, I definitely recommend it. They have a free tour, and they still bottle all of their alcohol by hand.
Nice breeze.
During the tour, they give you a free sample of pina coladas, which were some of the best pina coladas I've had. We went into the tavern after, where you can try different drinks and try all of their rum. I got a flight of their rum. We went back to the ship and went over to the atrium where they have gelato and fresh made crepes. They were pretty great, to be honest. I had the banana Foster, and Lauren had the strawberry supreme. We went to the Houdini show. It cost, I want to say $15, but it included an alcohol beverage.
Thank you so much for your attention. Good luck.
This was the arrival into Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. If you haven't been to that island, it's a great private island. One of the best ones I've been to. A cool thing about MSC is they have these outdoor elevators.
Going up.
They give you pretty good views of the island and the ocean as you're traveling. They have these food trucks that are stationed throughout the island. Some have the free food that you would get at the grill, such as burgers and hot dogs. Others have things you gotta pay for, like lobster rolls and things like that.
It's more afraid of them.
The island is pretty big. They have an ocean area, a south beach, a north beach, a lighthouse, as well as a lagoon. When you stay overnight, they have nighttime parties on the beach. They also have a pretty cool lighthouse show that they do. I think they do 2 of them throughout the night, as well as having a DJ and a beach party. The next day we went over towards the lighthouse and hung out. They have a bar area over there as well as some seating. You can also climb the lighthouse. We were there the next day till about 12 p.m. before we set sail. Back up on the top deck is where they have the world's course, as well as a water park with some water slides. That's the MSC, I believe, Davina that was pulling in after we were leaving. We spent the final night hanging out in the casino and just relaxing. The main pool had these little water beds, which were pretty cool. And that's the space show. So the main review of the MSC Meraviglia. The ship was huge. It was beautiful, very clean. The staff were friendly. Some issues we noticed were extremely long wait times for drinks. We had the alcohol package and Wi-Fi for one device included in our fare. We only paid about $400 each to go. So it was very affordable. The food definitely could have been better. We noticed, again, the issue with the buffet where we waited to just get plates because they didn't have any out. The specialty restaurants and food, like the chocolate place, the crepes, were great. The main dining room, we only went to once, and it was mediocre. For the shows, the free shows they were okay. They were a little interesting. But the Houdini show, which you paid for, again, it was like 15 or 20 bucks, but that included a drink. That show was good. For the private island, it had to be one of the better islands I've been to. There were sharks swimming around, stingrays, sea turtles. It is a marine reserve, so there is a lot of wildlife there. MSC, I know throughout the year, or at least they did in the past, they allow you to transfer over points from another hotel or cruise line. So I actually transferred my points from Carnival over, so I was a higher level, even though it was my first time boarding MSC. All in all, for the price point, including alcohol, Wi-Fi, and the cruise for about $400 per person, I can't really beat that, so I would definitely travel on them again. I know the Seaside now is in Port Canaveral, and the MSC Meraviglia, I believe, went up north. But I would definitely recommend giving them a shot. They're not for everyone. Again, they're an Italian-style cruise line and very new to the U.S. market. But I'll gladly book another ship on them. As always, thanks for watching the Traveling Beatles, and we'll see you on the next trip.